So we're going book shopping and you are coming with me, and I am so excited. There are so many books that I want to get. During the holiday season, I do accumulate quite a few bookstore gift cards, which I am so grateful for. And so always in January, I tend to spoil myself a little bit and get all of the books that have been on my top priority wish list. And there are so many of them. So many books on my wish list that I want to get. Some are more of a priority with little stars next to them. So definitely going to be a fun book shopping filled day. So let's head out and let's spend a day book shopping together. Okay, I have quite a few books here that I think I need to kind of sort through to figure out if I'm going to buy them or not. Some of them are 100% for sure, and some of them are iffy, but for sure this one, I'm so excited about this one. But the rest we're gonna kind of think through here for a second. Oh, good. I did it without dropping any books. Yay! Okay, so as you can see, we have quite a few books here along with a few gifts or packages that I have received, and they're all falling right now. No, don't go. There were just so many books that were calling to me, so many books that have been on my wish list for a very long time that I've wanted to read. I just feel really grateful that I was able to go and buy these books without feeling really any guilt or coming away with that feeling of like doing damage to my wallet. All of these books were bought with gift cards and bookstore credit, and my local bookstore has bookstore credit as well. So let's show you all the books that I got, and let's start with, these, and there they all went. Of course they did. So let's start with the packages. Let's start with this one because I already know what this one is. So I was texting my friend while in Barnes & Noble and telling her all about the books I was getting and everything, and she had asked what books I was getting, and I sent her the pile, and actually one of the books that she had already gotten me for Christmas was on its way, and she had to say, you know, don't get that book because I already got it for you. So let's see if I can get this open. Oh, I hate these things. Isn't there like a pull tab on this? Oh my god. There we go. Okay. So, oh, I'm so excited about this one. Okay, so here we have Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It was one of the books that I wanted to read in 2026. I've heard so many wonderful things about it. I know I'm going to love this, and she got it because not only did she love it, but she knows that obviously I'm into astrophysics, physics, astrology, and all of that, and that my job pertains to things around this as well as it pertains around STEM. And I love books with STEM themes, as well as I think a lot of people say that there's also this friendship and romance in here, and that the storytelling is beautiful. I'm just very excited to be able to read this. So there's the first book. Then this next package is one that I have absolutely no idea what it is. It is from Bloomsbury, and when I knocked on it, it sounded like it was a hardcover. So let's see what it is. Yep, it's definitely a hard copy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me first pull out a few things. Oh, okay, so there's some stickers with it, and I'll show you guys that in a second. Okay, I am so excited about this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Bloomsbury, thank you so much for sending this to me. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. This was actually on my wish list and I was planning on getting it, but here we have Every Day I Read. This is 53 Ways to Get Closer to Books by Huang Bo Riem. This is translated by Shana Tan. This is pretty much a book about books, and it makes you ask the questions of like, why read? What is it that we hope to take away from reading? You know, and asking all these very profound things around reading. And not only that, it provides these quiet reflections on encouraging book lovers to explore what reading means for each of us. And I am a person that loves to read books about books and memoirs about books, and just how to in general create a better relationship with books and create more intellectual reading. And I think that this is going to be very interesting. I've heard that it says that it's for lifelong, and new readers will take inspiration from it, including a treasure trove of book recommendations blended seamlessly within. I also love books that have book recommendations, so I am going to be interested to see kind of what I can take away from this book. And they also send stickers, as you can see. Every Day I Read. This would be perfect if I had a Kindle or a Kobo. Is it called a Kobo? A Kodo? A Kobo? I think it's called a Kobo. So those are the books that were sent to me. I also have another package coming in. It is actually one that I had to order from Barnes & Noble because they did not have them in stock. But I did pick up a copy of Little Women. This is by Louisa Alcott, or is it Louisa May Alcott? This is a classic that I really want to get into in 2026. It is on my 2026 TBR, so definitely want to read it. It was also highly recommended to me by my really good friend. So yeah, so I did have to order that. All right, so let's get into this pile. The first one we have here I'm very excited about. I got it after reading her other few work, and it was definitely on the top priority to get, and that was First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. I did read Good Spirits and Love Light Farm in December. I loved them. I gave one of them a 4 and one of them a 4.5 star. I loved B.K. Borison's writing. I found it lovely. I found it beautiful. I found it easy. It was just really enjoyable. And this one really intrigues me because it follows our main characters, Aiden Valentine and Lucy Stone. And Aiden is a radio talk show host. And one day he gets a call in from a little girl asking dating advice for her mom. And that thrusts heartstrings into the limelight, and everyone's really intrigued. And Lucy's just living her best life. Like, she's just doing the best that she can. She's a single mom. She's, thinking that nothing's wrong with her life, and finds out that everyone is just really interested in her love life. And of course there, ends up being chemistry between Aiden and Lucy. So excited to add another romance to my shelf. Then the next two are mangas. Well, if you haven't tried manga, I do recommend them because just like graphic novels, they're a really great way to kind of diversify your reading and also help for a quick read when you're in a reading slump. The first one I got is volume 14 of Spy Family. This follows this fake family that is made up of a dad who is a spy, a mom who is an assassin, and a little girl who is a telepathic. But they do not know that about each other. And so they're all trying to keep their secrets, except of course the little girl knows what her fake mom and dad are because she's able to read their mind. There is an animated TV series on this, and I just love it. And then I also picked up volume 12 of A Sign of Affection. If you're into romance and you're wanting to get into manga, highly recommend A Sign of Affection. This follows our main character who is deaf, and she is living life to her fullest. She is so heartwarming and so loving and so comforting and caring, and it's just beautiful. And she one day captures the attention of a globetrotter who is currently back in Japan. He's lived all around the world and they fall in love, and it's their love story and navigating a relationship where one is of hearing and one has a disability. So the next book that I picked up is a fantasy book. I've seen a lot of recommendations on it. It also has one of my favorite themes and civilizations in it, as well as I saw Freya Valerio talking about it with Jamie Foxx in one of their podcast episodes, and that is the Jazad Heir. This is by Sarah Hashem. This is very much so Egyptian mythology inspired. I have heard so many wonderful things about it. It takes place in a kingdom that has burned down, and the last remaining royal is on the run, and she's trying to hide her magic, and there is obviously a magic reveal, and there's so many different political dynamics in this, and a very high fantasy magical system. And obviously the biggest reason I picked it up is the Egyptian inspiration. So I just couldn't help myself. I did pick up the Jazad Heir. Then the next one is a very interesting one. It's not one that I would necessarily consider outside my comfort zone, but definitely a different one, and that is Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinneman. So this apparently follows our main character, who was thankfully outside looking for his ex-girlfriend's cat, Princess Donut, the day that the aliens came and crushed Earth. Literally, they crushed all of the buildings, and if you were inside, you died. And if you were outside, you had the choice between being vaporized, or you had the choice to go into the intergalactic games. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to go. This is book one. There are currently, I believe, 8 books or 7 books. I think the 8th book is coming out this year. It's just another book that is very different from what I normally read. I don't know why I picked it up, but here we are. Heat of Rivalry by Rachel Reed. Yeah, hockey is a huge thing where I live, and I have never been a huge hockey fan. I don't really care about hockey romances or anything like that, but then a lot of people were like, oh, this is like the new Alex and Henry. I absolutely love Red, White, and Royal Blue, and here we are. We're gonna give it a try. I went out and I've seen a few of the trailers for the TV show, and I'm like, oh my god, okay, we'll read it. We're gonna see what it's about. We're gonna see if the hype is real around it. So the next book is one that I did buy at the very beginning of the year, but I actually had started it before 2025 ended, and then I wanted the book because I wanted to annotate it, and it became my all-time favorite book. I finished it literally the day before the first, and that is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I did finish it and annotate it. It was such a wonderful time. I gave it a 5 stars. This, if you are into sci-fi, if you are into astrology and physics, and even if you aren't into that and just interested in the story itself, the story is so wonderful. Andy Weir does an amazing job of integrating his plot with science really well. The science, for me at least, because of what I do, did not go over my head, and so I decided that after picking up the Project Hail Mary, I was going to pick up The Martian by Andy Weir as well. I have seen the movie The Martian with, I believe it was with Mark Wahlberg, and I really enjoyed it, so we're gonna give this one a go in 2026 as well. Then we have a sequel to a book that I got that I am very excited about, and once again, it's Egyptian mythology inspired, and that is Where the Library Hides by Isabel Ibanez. I'm currently in the middle of What the River Knows, and I'm really enjoying it, so I'm really glad that I picked this up. And then finally, the last book, we're to the end of this haul. This last book was a gift for Christmas. This is from my husband. I'm so excited about it because it is a cozy fantasy, and that is Brigands and Bread Knives by Travis Baldry. I love Legends and Lattes. I love Bookshops and Bone Dust. It's just a wonderful cozy fantasy, and this one brings all of our characters back together, which is really, really exciting. Here are all the books that we have. These two are the manga ones up here. But there are all the books. Tons of books. Lots of things to read. I'm so excited because sometimes it's just really nice to have like fresh books on your shelf to really motivate you to read. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had a wonderful time coming book shopping with me. Let me know if there are any new books that you're wanting to get this new year, or if there are books that you got during the holiday season. I will see you in my next video. Bye!